welcome to the Hustle Nepal podcast. That kind of sounded pretentious. Anyways, welcome to our podcast, and today I'm going to be answering questions. And this is not scripted. I'm just doing it off the top. So I just want to make it as real as possible. And so the first question is, everywhere we go, some say listen to your mind, some say listen to your heart, but how to figure out which one to listen to? I guess it's about balance. Like everything in life, it's about balance. You gotta balance what your heart is telling you to do, and you gotta balance what your mind is telling you to do. The thing about the heart versus mind the battle, Mate, the heart is very optimistic, whereas the mind is very negative. And the mind is over analytical, whereas the heart, it will jump ahead and take action. So you just gotta kind of balance it. If you're taking the first step, say, keep on like this podcast, I know. If I listen to my mind, it would tell me you're not ready. Like seriously, it will tell me you're not ready. You're not ready to give people advices. You're not ready to tell people how shit should be done and all that, or you don't have the equipment. What should I do? How should I do it? I mean, planning is very important, but the mind is over analytical. It's anyone that basically what's on you. Sozda, you would not be doing shit. So I guess whenever you're trying to take a step, you need both of them. Your mindset, because you need to know what you're facing, the environment, the good and the bad. But to take action, you need the heart. So you just gotta balance it. QnA heart basically important hola, like taking the first step, and after that taking decisions, growing when you're growing and there is a decision to increase your employees or this you need mind and a little bit less heart. But there you go. It's a dynamic environment as far as what you should choose between the heart and the mind goes. And I guess if your heart is feeling really strong about something, and especially if it's the first step and you have not taken any action, then I guess you gotta listen to your heart. But after you've taken action, there is something at stake, because when you have not taken action, the only thing at stake is your reputation and wasted time, and the brain would not allow you to do that shit. So to take action, you need, and I emphasize on the word need, you need the heart to take action, because the mind will really not allow you to do anything. It will keep on thinking, it will keep on building excuses and all that shit. So much noise. Anyways, it will keep on building excuses and you would not be doing anything. So first step, I guess you need more of heart and less of mind, even though you need mind to think of how you should go through with it. Planning goes sense, but after that, I guess it can't change. It can't change. It can be 50-50, 80-20, or 20-80. It can change. But there is no one correct answer. But I guess first step, you gotta listen to your heart. So that's that. So I'm going to answer another question. I want to start a page of my own as a hobby. I want to learn keyboard. I want to finish my course on digital marketing, but I can't. I come home tired after work and that's it. Saturday goes chilling. I just want to do all these things, but I guess I don't have time. So I'm just going to put it out there. This is a problem with most people I know. They believe they don't have enough time, and I don't blame them. I've been a victim of this as well, so I understand. I've been in their shoes, and I still am sometimes. Some days I feel like I don't have enough time, but I got so much shit that needs to be done. But just divide your day up. People really underestimate how many hours there is in a day. So there is 24 hours. Even if you sleep 7 hours a day, you still have 17 hours left. Now take away 8 hours for work and 1 hour for the commute. So that's 9 hours. 17, 9, you still have 8 hours remaining. And that's what you gotta use. If you waste it, it's gone. That's that. And I guess being tired is really not a legit excuse, because everybody is tired. Know what I mean? Like, people are putting out 18 hours workday. That's not me, obviously. But I guess if it comes down to that, I will be putting it down as well. So it's just about how bad you want it. Know what I mean? How bad do you wanna rest, or how bad do you want your page to go up? How bad do you want to build a brand? How bad do you want to finish your course? I know time is just an excuse, I guess, and it's not an excuse made out of thin air, but it's an excuse that has been fabricated, and it's just taken way out of proportion. Because as I said earlier, you still have 8 hours a day. So even if you're tired and you rest for 4 hours, you still have 4 hours left. Now, even out of the 4 hours, if you waste 2 hours, you still have 2 hours left, and trust me, that's more than enough to build a brand. I mean, when I started out with my page, I was working 9 to 5, and it took me 6 hours to build the content, the caption, and to get people to notice me. So that's 8 hours work, 6 hours off my Hustle Nepal page, invested in my Hustle Nepal page. So that's 8 hours work, 6 hours, 1 hour, 8, 9, 6, 15, and 9 hours remaining. I slept for, I don't know, 8 hours, and I only have 1 hour left. So it's just about how bad you want it, and you need to be able to manage time. You have 8 hours. That's the baseline. You have 8 hours. So it's just about how you manage the 8 hours that you have. And also about the Saturdays. Well, if you're chilling on Saturdays, you should not be going around telling people how you don't have time. Because again, it's about how bad you want it. Like, do you want to chill more, or do you want your brand to take off? And what I tell myself, or used to tell myself, whenever I feel like I need some free time, or I need to, chill, I used to tell myself, what the have you done that you deserve to chill? Nothing. And what are you chilling for? What are you celebrating? Your shitty life? That's what I used to tell myself. Anyways, that's what I mean. Like, it's all about how bad you want it. And the next question is, what do you think of the fitness industry in Nepal?
It's a growing industry. That's all I can say right now. I mean, see, Junpan industry, it's like, there's this, in any industry, in any shape or form, there's this wave, and people who get on the wave before it rises, I mean, like, they have the edge, right? So that's where the fitness industry is at right now. Back when I started, it was like nowhere, literally nowhere. But right now, it's rising, and I if I had to predict, I mean, like, in 2-3 years, it would be at its maximum. So it's the right time to get on it, but the thing is, the consumers are very conscious right now. I mean, 2-3 years back, if you had started, someone had started, the person didn't need to be skilled. But right now, consumers know what's right, what's wrong, right? So there's definitely competition. There's definitely a need to build brand, because that's how you would gain an edge from, like, since the industry is growing. I mean, like, a lot of people want to get on it. So without a brand, it's really tough to get on it right now. But I would say that this is the right exact time.
So do you think it is saturated hockey chance
Saturated almost, yeah.
अनि त्यो तपाईले वेबको कुरा गर्नुभयो हैन. सो के रे फर्स्ट मुभर्स एडभान्टेजको कतिको बिलिभर हो तपाई?
Huge believer. I think my success was based on the whole philosophy of first movers advantage, because according to YouTube, my content is not special, but I have an edge because like I started YouTube back when I think Ayush Rimal was the only YouTuber. So that gave me an edge and that gave me recognition. And I think first movers advantage, it is real, but you have to hold on to it. एकछिन गर्यो अनि त्यसपछि non-significant भएर भएन. You have to hold your significance.
So आफूलाई relevant राखिराख्नु पर्छ.
Very much. नेपालमा चाहिँ हुन्छ नि नगरौँ जस्तै हुन्छ कि नेपालमा किन गर्ने kind of feeling आउँछ हैन. I want to catch international audience as well, the global market, because that's what YouTube is, doing social media, right? And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. Before you go global, I mean like you should learn how to walk before you can run, you know? And at the end of the day, जे गरे पनि scale गर्ने भनेको I think locally नै हो first, right? एकैचोटि सिधै गएर म international market लाई hit गर्छु भने it's just not possible. So त्यो significance चाहिँ hold गर्न important.
यो चार पोइन्टहरु नेपालीमा भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ मान्छेले छुन्छ के एकदम
एक्ज्याक्टली
हैन हामीले इंग्लिशमा जसरी तपाईले अब हामीले चाहिँ भन्छौं नि इंग्लिशमा जुन कुराले हामी बुझाउन सक्दैनौं त्यो कुरा चाहिँ हामीले नेपालीमा त्यसलाई चाहिँ डिस्क्राइब गर्दैनौ लाइक इम्प्याक्ट अलिक बेसी
पनि हो हैन. अनि the other thing is what I've noticed is नेपाली ऑडियन्सहरु त्यो एउटा नेपालीपनलाई प्रिफर गर्छ के, राइट?
नेशनलिटी लास्ट हुन्छ
एकदम स्ट्रङ छ हैन. इज इट अ गुड थिङ अर ब्याड थिङ? आई डोन्ट नो. अब वी एज एन्टरप्रेन्योर्स जेलाई पनि आफ्नो एडभान्टेजमा युज गर्ने rather than judging, हैन. जहाँ फ्लो गइरहेछ we go with the flow rather than trying to change the गर्नु. But that's what the people can relate to भनेपछि that's what we will do. And the नेपाली पनि गर्नु important हो. Because I think that's the main reason नि you guys कराउन द्याट हैन त. नेपालीमा कोडहरु लाइक फर एक्जाम्पल मैले तिमीहरुलाई नोटिस गरेको was because of नेपाली कोड के. अब त्यो मोटिभेसनल कोर्स त हजारौंवटा छ के पहिलेदेखि देखिरहेको. इट्स नट सिग्निफिकेन्ट के, राइट? तर नेपालीमा द सेम थिङ्स ट्रान्सलेट नै गर्दा इट इम्प्याक्ट्स अ लट.
जस्तो अब नेपाली अब इंग्लिशको कोडलाई पनि नेपालीमा चाहिँ कतिपयले चाहिँ त्यो नेपाली इंग्लिशलाई चाहिँ हैन त्यो चाहिँ त्यति सिरियसली लिँदैन के.
एक्ज्याक्टली
त्यही कुरा नेपालीमा हामीले कन्भर्जन गरेर चाहिँ त्यसको चाहिँ वर्डहरु स्पेसिफाई गरेर चाहिँ स्पिक गरेर चाहिँ त्यो हामीले दियौं भने
हो. एक्ज्याक्टली
त्यो वर्डले पनि टच गर्छ के.
एकदम अनि आई एम अ ह्युज बिलिभर इन हुन्छ नि बिङ रिलेटेबल के. द होल रिजन मैले भ्लगहरु वान टेक गर्न थालेँ है. पहिला एकदम सिटी मिस्टेक गर्थेँ अनि आई नो इट वाजन्ट पर्फेक्ट. अनि त्यही पनि आई वेन्ट अन कहिले पनि स्क्रिप्ट गर्ने मलाई जहिले पनि हुन्थ्यो स्क्रिप्ट गर प्लान गर ह्याभ समथिङ रिटन. मैले कहिले गर्ने किनभने आई जस्ट वान्टेड टु सो हे लुक एट मी आइ एम अ नर्मल पर्सन, आई मेक मिस्टेक्स बट you can say be successful.
मलाई पर्फेक्सन त्यही त. पर्फेक्सनको पछि गयो भने के पनि निकालिदैन,
के पनि गरिँदैन के. एन्ड आई थिङ्क द वर्ल्ड इज गोइङ टुवर्ड्स द्याट. जसले पनि के सोच्छ भने ए आम नट गुड इनफ भन्नु भन्छ. आम नट गुड इनफ अनि उनीहरूको फल्ट पनि होइन के. द्याट्स हाउ सक्सेसफुल पिपल हेभ प्रोजेक्टेड देमसेल्फ. आम पर्फेक्ट भनेर. अन्टिल अनलेस यु आर पर्फेक्ट यु क्यान स्पिक लाइक मी, पर्फेक्ट ग्रामर, पर्फेक्ट इङ्ग्लिस, पर्फेक्ट एभ्रिथिङ नभएसम्म डोन्ट इभन बदर गर्छ कि. द्याट्स शिट. That's bullshit, man. Doesn't work that way.
Authentic बनाउनु पर्छ.
एकदमै सबले
रिलेट गर्न सक्छ.
एक्ज्याक्टली
जस्तै हो भनेर त्यही.
या एभरेज पर्सनले पनि जति गर्न सक्छ.
नर्मल पिपल जस्तै बिहेभ सबै कुरा गर्दै प्र्याक्टिस गर्दै सिक्ने त हो.
एकदम सो द्याट वाज लाइक पहिला चाहिँ मलाई एकदमै सजेसन्स भन्नु आउँछ कि चिनेको मान्छे नचिने स्क्रिप्ट गर, पर्फेक्ट लाइट राख. आई युज टु बी जहिले पनि रन एन्ड गन के. कहाँ हिँडेर आउँछ दिमागमा कुरा आउँछ क्यामेरा अन गरे आई स्टार्ट टकिङ टु पिपल के. आई थिङ्क इट इम्प्याक्टेड अ लट अफ पिपल.
पर्फेक्सनको पछाडि भाग्यो नि त्यो भागे मात्रै कहिले पर्फेक्ट हुन्न.
इट्स जस्ट इन्स्टाग्राम सक्सेस मात्र हो त्यो. सोशल मिडिया सक्सेस हो. Doesn't work that way. And that's what I like. It even I recently posted as things like that's been posted as a that's what work is. And people will think that an entrepreneur you're this and then messiah and then the big shot, oh you make people work. That's the real work. Getting in the dirt and getting your hands dirty. Exactly.
माथिको हेरेर पछि भाग्छ त्यसै तलको देख्नु परेपछि अनि
that's what I do. अहिले सम्म पनि like I have people like 26-27 employees, right? But सानो कुराहरु जुनको के रिपेयर गर्नु म आफै रिपेयर गर्छु के. And I believe in setting an example हुन्छ नि कसलाई अर्डर गर्ने हैन कि like be there and do it yourself.
यो क्वेशनसँग रिलेटेड हैन लिडरशिप को लागि हैन टु बी अ ग्रेट लिडर के चाहिँ सोच लाग्छ तपाईलाई?
Empathy. I mean like how would you want yourself to be treated too, okay? one or the other भनेको right answer हैन. I mean you can see great leaders like Elon Musk or भनौँ या भन्छ हाम्रो एप्पलको बुढा के अरे स्टिभ जब्स. These were dictators kind of people, right? These were dictators kind of people. Elon Musk एकदम dictator हो. But then सबैको आफ्नो स्टाइल हुन्छ के, and depends on what kind of people you are working with. Like for example, I work with millennials or young people or, and they want freedom to make decisions or, and I'm the kind of person who enjoys working with friends rather than people beneath me kind of like I don't enjoy that. So for me of course the dictator leadership company place but for me it doesn't work.
So freedom, flexible,
empathy, like how you want to be treated by others, exactly the same.
You gotta put yourself in their shoes.
Exactly. And setting an example by doing things. Okay? That's the most important. Yeah, I will sansana pura. Majority of things, if I have time, offline involved garchu ni. I can say jao yo gara tyo gara, but सँगै जाउँ भनेर भन्छु, सँगै गरौँ भन्छु भने I show them, and I think that's what people like.